Good evening and welcome to OU Nightly. I'm Jessica Bruno. The improved iPad is slimmer and lighter, going from 1.4 pounds to only 1 pound. The iPad mini now features the same Retina display available in larger Apple computers, and the 13-inch MacBook Pro is also smaller, has the Retina display and a 9-hour battery. The company pitch pushes quality over innovation in the model upgrade. But the question is, are these minor changes really worth the money? And an Oklahoma man accused of threatening President Obama and the First Lady in 2011 has now pleaded guilty. She was actually walking through the landscape path right behind me when she was attacked from behind. Well, this 4th of July turned out to be a bit of a dangerous one. 2 women are recovering right now at Advocate Christ Medical Center from some serious injuries from a fireworks show. Well, just a little bit before midnight last night, Rob Blagojevich and his lawyers filed an appeal challenging his 2011 14-year sentence for corruption conviction. Now, this, of course, is 1 year and 4 months after the governor entered federal prison in Colorado. The appeal is actually 91 pages long, and in it, the governor claims he was truly following the law. Now, this, of course, is after the 6.5-hour zoning committee meeting that happened yesterday that kind of worked out all the details of the plan. Now, the approval for all of the renovations for Wrigley Field will happen today, will be voted on today in the meeting, so we're soon going to see if the Cubs are going to get exactly what they want. Reporting from City Hall, Jessica Bruno, NBC 5 News. Deprivation of education is not the only thing that the Taliban is trying to impose in towns such as Swat Valley, and Mufti explained why this is causing such turmoil.
Giving women the respect that they deserve, according to Islam and so on and so forth. I mean, nowhere in the Quran is it written that women are not allowed to come out into public sphere.
Thanks, Mason.
Thanks, Will.
Well, still to come on OU Nightly, we'll have one more look at that 5-day forecast. I met with 2 OU seniors who had an interesting break-in experience last week. Andrew Malati and Forrester Zeit live on Chautauqua Avenue right behind campus. Last Tuesday around 4 in the morning, they were woken up by something they were not expecting.
I woke up and saw a guy right here, like at the foot of my bed, going through my dresser and stuff over here. And I kind of said his name, or not his name, but Andrew's name. I said, "Andrew, is that you?" And he didn't respond. He kind of looked up. And that's when I looked over and saw Andrew in his bed. And so I kind of freaked out. And so at that point, the guy ran out the door of my room. And I don't really know why, but I just got up and chased him out. And he had come in through the back door, and because I was unlocked. We always lock our doors every night, and that one night we didn't for some reason.
Turns out they weren't the only ones that were targeted that night, which they found out from a leftover backpack.
And we look in the backpack and we find my computer and the 2 girls' computers that live across the street.
The 2 returned the laptops to their neighbors and called the police. Malati and Zeit said the police checked on the rest of the houses on Chautauqua to see how many other break-ins occurred that week. Malati and Zeit said there were about 5 or 6 other break-ins on Chautauqua last week. However, Norman PD has not yet responded with any information on the investigation.
I saw the front door wide open, and then went and I'm gonna knock on Bass's door to see if he left the door open, and then this guy just comes out of our kitchen running out.
This story might sound a little familiar.
I woke up and saw a guy right here, like at the foot of my bed, going through my dresser and stuff over here.
It was just 2 weeks ago that Andrew Malati and Forrester Zeit got an unexpected 4 a.m. wake-up call from an unwanted intruder. Turns out the thief hit Chautauqua again around the same time this past Saturday. This time, 2 friends of Malati and Zeit, OU seniors Grant Thefford and Ryan Bass, were the target.
The deadbolt wasn't locked, so it was just the handle, so that's kind of easy to break in if you really wanted to.
After another failed burglary attempt, this thief wasn't lucky enough to get away.
Out of the corner of my eye, I yelled at him, and then he just took off out the front door.
Thefford said he chased the thief down Chautauqua, found him jiggling other doorknobs, and called the police. Well, Captain Tom Easley with Norman PD tells me that this area on Chautauqua has seen 16 auto and 10 residential break-ins since September 1st. He also tells me that they have reason to believe that the suspect actually lives in this area.
A lot of these we have commonalities and we have direct evidence that ties to a particular suspect.
Captain Easley also said that many of the houses near Chautauqua that have been broken into were left unlocked, so he advises everybody living near campus to lock up at night. Jessica Bruno, OU Nightly. Well, a recent trend soon may be history at OSU. The university is hoping to ban the use of electronic cigarettes on school property. The issue is scheduled to be heard by the Board of Regents this Friday. Now, OU does allow e-cigarette use, but bans traditional cigarettes on campus. In federal court on Tuesday, 55-year-old Mark D. Grogg admitted to making phone calls to the Secret Service, but claims he was only engaging in careless talk. As the Moore community continues to come together in a relief effort, Jessica Bruno, OU Nightly.